Guten Tag, everybody. It's Dieter. So, Dieter, what are we going to talk about today? Well, this is interesting because, I like people with open minds and people who are actually objective when they look at things. Now, so, I came across, I'll mention them later. When I find someone who thinks like me, do all great minds think alike? You may wonder, does Dieter have a great mind? I don't know. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. Anyway, what is the purpose of a guitar? It's a tool to make music, to make pleasing sounds, and to facilitate someone who wants to make those pleasing sounds. That's all it is. It's a tool. Very beautiful tool, but it's a tool. So, today, Dieter is going to discuss the body shapes or styles of guitars, where they join at the 12th and 14th fret and why they do it, and cutaways, and mention tone woods too, okay? Because he really thinks there's a lot of bad misinformation out there. There are so many biased people in this business with all their personal agendas. It actually makes me sick. So this is why I do these videos. Part of it is to just voice what I consider my objective opinion, because I've never bought anything by name recommendation alone. Never, 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 never will. So, I have some luthier knowledge. I'm not saying I'm an expert luthier, but I have built a guitar. Yeah. And I know how to repair guitars. I know a fair bit about what makes a guitar stick. So here's my plug. I found these guys. I was looking for unbiased, not Martin sponsored, Taylor sponsored, Godin sponsored, Larrivee sponsored, Boucher, Bourgeois, Collings sponsored, anything, okay? And I found these guys. What's their names? Chris and Matt. Wrote it down somewhere, but Chris and Matt at Deadwood Guitars. So I encourage you, they're so far the most unbiased guys I've seen. And seems to be a good luthier. So if you want to actually know a lot about guitars and how they're built, I encourage you to check out Chris and Matt at Deadwood Guitars. They're on YouTube under Acoustic Guitars, I think. I think they're in Florida or some sickly warm place like that. So, behind me here, I have two guitars. I have my Dreadnought, my plywood top Dreadnought. No, it's not. And my Spanish cutaway flamenco. Now, I don't care who you are, and most good luthiers will bear me out on this, okay? A 12 fret guitar with a classical body shape is going to be your best sounding guitar. You take any materials you want. You take the finest materials, the same tops, similar bracing. You put any style guitar next to a well-made 12 fret classical body non-cutaway. That will be your best sounding guitar. You don't believe me? Take any artist you want and play a complicated classical piece, because classical pieces have all the timbre, all the nuances, all the push and pull, the swell and sway, the emotion, okay? That's in the music if it's played properly. And nothing expresses it better in the hands of a skilled player with a classical shaped non-cutaway guitar joined at the 12th fret. It's a fact. Now you may wonder why this is. this for some things, okay? What gives you your sound, aside from the top, once it vibrates, okay? Your trebles, your mid-range, your bass comes from the shape of the body that's reflected out. And the true classical shape, like that nice figure 8, okay, is the best for that, because up here you have your trebles. And down here you have your bass and mid-range, okay? Well, what happens when you cut that out? When you cut that out, okay, you're losing a quarter of the top of your highs, your trebles. You are, okay? A luthier will back me up on that. You can hear it, okay? Now, D does not, don't get me wrong, you can have a cutaway guitar that sounds really, really good, yeah? But it will not sound as good as a full figure 8 classical guitar body. It just won't. And a dreadnought, well, it might sound really good, but they're joined at the 14th fret. And do you know why they're joined at the 14th fret? See, when you join that guitar at the 14th fret, even on a dreadnought body, even if it's not cut away, you're getting away that, 1-2 inches on both sides of material that in volume in the box that affects your highs and a bit of your mid-range. It's simple to prove this. Dieter has asked, he put out the challenge, okay? Just to take away your eyes from looking at what's on the label there, and get a good player and get these guitars. You guys, I know there's lots of guys. You guys have the wherewithal, the facility to do this. Dieter does not, but you go into a room, you blindfold these guys, you play this stuff. You think I'm full of shit? Well, go ahead. Do the experiment. You will find out for yourself. All right. So the main reason why, do you even know why why most guitars join at the 14th fret? Because when Martin started and the guitars started becoming very popular. Well, what was the most popular common layman's interest before layman's instrument before the guitar? Was the banjo here in North America. So banjos, they have long skinny necks, right? They access way up the frets. So most banjo players became guitar players. So they wanted something that wasn't too foreign. So Martin goes, oh, okay, yeah, let's let's not make the neck as wide as a classical guitar. Let's make it skinnier like a banjo, and let's make it longer like a banjo. And then later, they started cutting way so you can play up higher. But let's be honest, how many of you play way up there all the time? Most gifted classical guitar players in the world, they can handle very, very complex music. Way more complex than what I play or what most of you play with 12 frets. So I just wanted to give you the straight goods on that. And every single good guitar that I've ever heard has a spruce or a cedar top. All right, this mahogany, all this other stuff, it's not for tops. A luthier will tell you that. I honestly think a lot of you, what I call biased or brainwashed or Kool-Aid drinking people, and there unfortunately seem to be a lot, really have been conned and duped into actually thinking something that sounds poor sounds good. That's all I'm going to say today. Wiedersehen. Have a nice day.